Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC divisional round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
1st down, here's Burrow. Oh, great grab by Chase. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Matt Milano, their man to break up the throw. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Burrow. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 56 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Latavius Murray with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other.
Throw left side is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From midfield, here's Allen. On the move past the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to the ground, Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a good-looking matchup in the AFC. Chargers and Jets from MetLife Stadium. Coverage, 8:15 Eastern Time.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And Burrow going to throw again. Short throw to Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Well, Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 5. Now Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. High throw, but the catch is made. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth. And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Throwing, Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock.
and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bengals, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Stroud on 3rd down now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record. And they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Bengals at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his man. It's down with it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now is Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. $6-0 our score after one. Texans football to start quarter 2. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Texans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best team. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston set to take over. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Tackled there by Jordan Battle. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking deep here for Chase. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Burrow will throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown! T. Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the run.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Pierce now up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back now in Cincinnati. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Play action. It's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. To the air again, Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And Burrow going to throw again. Keeps him, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Here we go, first and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So Stroud and the Texans down 20-13, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Stroud now on second down. Into the hands of Singletary. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. This is first and 10. Stroud. That's complete to Dell. They'll come up now on second down. Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Give to Pierce. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Stroud to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Toss play. Here's Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least give them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jermaine Pratt was there on the coverage defensively. You talk about this Bengals defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Geez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Jackson. And this one too low.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 18 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, here's Jackson.
Finds his man. It's Kohler.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at
the 9. Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Burrow will throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A give up the middle to Evans. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Again, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Evans. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity. and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. In motion right goes Higgins. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Burrow looking to pass. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it, and it helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he will have a Bengals 1st down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Evans running straight ahead, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Now the offense going to use the first. To their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss this out right for Evans. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that? 1978.
I think it was in November.
And a fine chase on the right side complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here we go with Burrow. And he'll go right back
back to chase. That's caught again. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender.
Today on EA Sports. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Pickett to throw on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Pickett now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here's Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. George Pickens, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Jones hit and the ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Here we go. 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Chase. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here 1st half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he will find his man Chase complete.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
29 yards.
And the Bengals are back within a couple of the lead.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were
were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Pickett now from the gun here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here with past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Down left side on the swing pass. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth
From 4 yards out.
And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Burrow will throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Now Pickett. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On second down, Burrow looking deep here for Chase. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now second down and a few inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Burrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them.